Okay. What episode are we actually on? 10? 10. We're on episode 10, I think. Could be wrong again. But it's called Poe and Rompo, which is very interesting because we know from when we first met Rompo is that he made his name Rompo, or his pen name Rompo, technically his full pen name, as a synonym of Edgar Allan Poe. So maybe there's some history between these two, maybe not, who knows? But I would like to think that we're going to be focusing on them. Without further ado, let's get straight on into it. Make sure with the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, beep.
To think I'd receive a challenge from the guild. Hopefully this'll stave off my boredom for a bit.
Feels like a trap to me.
Let it go. Yep.
Looks like he wants you to fill in the
A is
correct
B,
answers.
A is not. Hold on. Can I figure this out? Welcome, Rompun-kun. A is B, A is not B. Fill in A and B so that both hold true and enter the room.
Fill in the
You know what?
correct
Let's
Afraid
let's
I
go
can't
for
help
it.
you there.
Wouldn't happen to have a pin on you by any chance? Are you the mastermind who issued a challenge against me?
It's been a long time, Rompo. Were you
Oh,
able
so they
to
do
solve
know
the
each other.
riddle I left you? I'd expect nothing less from you, my worthy adversary.
What?
Who are you again?
You don't remember me? I am Poe! For the past 6 grueling years of my life, I have endured the crushing shame of being bested by the likes of...
Yeah, could you speed this up, please? You're boring me to sleep.
This is a game between detectives. You read the mystery novel I've written, and then use your skills to determine the identity of the serial killer.
You're already losing points.
If you can solve my mystery, I will reveal to you the guild's weakness.
Is that raccoon real?
There's only one thing that humanity ought to have a curiosity about, and that's your ability. Am I wrong?
Nope, you're not. Let's
Who's
do
the
this.
bait? Oh, they get put into it?
Bear witness to my gift, the ability to draw a reader into the world of a novel.
Honestly, you can make a lot of money out of doing that. Forget a 4D experience. But depends on the book. Depends on the book.
And what he found there
Was a victim. The windows were sealed, making it impossible for anyone to have entered or left in such a manner.
Oh, you don't have the glasses.
Is he really dead?
Everybody stand back. I'm a doctor.
Are you
Sir,
playing the part right now? Welcome to locked room.
Poe stipulated that this was a serial killer. If we don't track the killer down, the rest of us may soon become victims as well.
That is why there's sometimes you would not want to be in the book.
my healing ability doesn't appear to work here. Cause
That
of death
sucks.
appears to be hypovolemic shock. No fingerprints on the weapon to speak of either.
It's the quintessential impossible crime. A locked room with no apparent way for anyone to go in or out of it. How was the killer able to leave the room after the murder?
Are you the murderer?
I've lost my glasses. I need them in order to activate my gift.
You don't. That's your
But
that's
what
your special
difference does it
blankie
make?
though.
Didn't you just mention that your healing ability wasn't working on the guy?
So that's how it's going to be, isn't it? Rompo still doesn't realize he's just an ordinary person who doesn't actually have any special abilities.
Yeah. Are you just gonna tell him? Or you do not want to spoil Santa?
Of course I didn't off the guy.
I had nothing to do with it either, I swear. I wouldn't do anything like that.
I don't know.
why I'm under suspicion in the first place.
I was in the library looking up the famous curse of this mansion, Pluto the One-Eyed Cat.
Just who do you think you are to question me like this? Is it... I was only joking. I guess it wasn't funny, but I'll gladly tell you where I was. I had gone back to my room for the night to arrange my wardrobe
I don't
for
think it's her.
tomorrow.
The key to the locked room was found inside the victim's clothes, so I bet you this is a trick involving strings. The suspect killed the caretaker, took the key, and locked the room from the outside. The killer then used a string to pull the key under the door and returned it to his pocket.
But then,
He cut the string,
Okay.
collected it, and disposed of it. What do you think,
honestly,
detective?
that would
Are
be
you a complete
fantastic.
moron?
Oh, that's moronic.
The key's too thick to be able to fit under the door, and the key was in his hip pocket. Did none of that even occur to you?
Oh, well then.
I didn't get the information. I'm sorry.
You're really on a roll, aren't you, Rompo?
I'm not!
You are.
With your abilities as a detective, you must have drawn some kind of hypothesis.
I need to have the glasses the boss gave me. Or are you trying to say that he lied to me about all of that?
Yes?
Of course not.
Or not. All right. You know what? Stay stuck in here. What do I care? Shoot. I would tell him the truth just to get out of here.
Not even you will be able to solve this mystery. Once you're in the book, it's all but over. You'll never figure out.
I'm waiting for that
who the killer
raccoon
is
to
or
blink.
How they did it. Unlike you, I will never forget the day when you defeated me in a battle of wits. I was so thoroughly humiliated I could barely look anyone in the eye. That warmth will belong to me, even if it means taking it from you by force.
If I understand the killer's MO correctly, locking myself up in this room will surely put me at risk of being their next victim.
Oh, yeah, you're crazy. What?
Sorry. It looks like I messed up. I didn't say who the killer was.
Stop. Save your strength.
But for
They
the
don't-
world's greatest detective,
They're not gonna die in real life,
I'm
right?
sure it'll be
This is not SAO.
problem.
You gonna use her glasses? There's no way she just dies in real life, right? Oh, okay. They're already done? Oh, okay, she's okay.
What? The murderer was me.
What?
The protagonist killed the victim, and the author deliberately omitted that part of the narration. The killer and the author were in cahoots. The proof of that was in the glove used for the murder that was hidden behind the door under the brick wall.
How did you find that?
But you couldn't have found anything that pointed toward the second.
The answer to that was quite simple, actually. You manipulated the magnetic properties in that room to fire the killing weapon.
What?
I'd estimate this story was set in the year 2050. The mansion itself is actually a rest stop attached to a massive elevator in space. As convoluted as a mystery novel may get, once you figure out the author's ulterior motives, you're already halfway there. And your intellectual devices were much more beautiful this time.
So then you do remember your battle against me?
There's no way
now he
I'd ever
does.
be able to forget about a mystery I cracked open. It was just the two of us, pitting one mind against the other. It was the first time another detective's ability gave me chills. It was the last time as well.
Cute.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with for me next.
Now we see a move.
I promise. I will.
So you just giving up top secret information?
You don't actually possess a special ability. You simply use your deduction to...
That's not true. I have a gift.
But you just outsmarted Poe's trap.
It wasn't anything special. I got lucky this time is all.
Okay.
It's just, I'd look really stupid if I turned out to be normal now.
I don't think you would look stupid.
Hey, no laughing aloud.
That can't be the end of it, right? Okay. Part 2. Oh, there's a part 2? I wasn't prepared for a part 2.
Infiltrate them with a bomb?
No good.
Yeah, you're right. Well, what if we made use of Kenji's super strength?
That would only lead to a stalemate and a ground battle.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Rampo
Well,
is...
then.
Paired with Junichiro, that could work.
Will we end up in the mountains?
Rampo is the best asset ever.
Roger that. I've come bearing gifts and good tidings. The agency has agreed to treat your injuries in-house.
And what do you want in return?
One of our newer recruits was recently captured by the military police.
The girl who killed 35 people.
Oh, yeah.
I'm told she's being kept on an unmanned plane
Goodness
to quarantine
gracious.
dangerous gifteds. But we could only fulfill that request if this girl is truly an agency member.
She
Understand?
is, isn't she?
What do you mean Kyoka's not a member?
There's an entrance exam that you have to take to make sure you're qualified.
You mean
unless you pass the test,
the stupid bomb?
you can't
Jumping on the bomb
officially
thing?
accepted as an employee.
Very well then. I will
But she already
accept
did a
your
job.
offer of medical treatment in
It wasn't a good
exchange for
one,
my
but still.
cooperation. When that unidentified car rammed into us that day, for some reason my airbag was the only one that didn't deploy.
What was it? Dazai?
Whenever Kyoka is in danger, she looks for an escape by hurting or even killing the person responsible. But if that's the case, she may never be able to pass that exam.
Yeah.
I'm Junichiro of the Armed Detective Agency.
Books.
We've been
Books.
expecting you.
Oh.
This is our micro assault fighter, the Nightbird.
Oh,
The
the
plan is for me
Nightbird.
to
That's
pilot
nice.
this and deliver you to the Moby Dick.
A solo infiltration?
A gifted with combat experience is preferable due to their innate ability to work well under pressure.
So Kanji, just
You've also been
not
held
doing that one?
captive aboard this ship, so you're familiar with its layout.
I guess.
If you do fail in your mission, there's a pretty high probability that you'll be captured alive. You're the most qualified man for the job.
I guess.
Turn it down. It's too much for you. You'll be a pathetic weakling till the day you die.
I mean, turn it down. I can't turn nothing down.
I'll do it.
Entering visual range of the Moby Dick.
Do they not have like sonar or any sensors?
The sensors of the Moby Dick are disabled for just a few seconds while their transport helicopter is docking.
Oh.
We'll stay hidden and close in during that time.
Okay.
How come the pilot isn't responding?
Who's in there?
What the?
Oh my gosh, that is not what we needed. So now we're gonna have him and Octagawa just tearing this place apart.
Where is everyone?
Can anyone defeat Octagawa?
They've already evacuated. Why would this be, you might ask?
That looks sick.
It's because we've already reached the final chapter of this war.
This is like the Elite Four.
It's finally time for us to advance to the second stage of our operation. The Moby Dick will act as a huge explosive and annihilate Yokohama and its accursed inhabitants.
Gosh.
And the area that'll be ground zero are the agency and Port Mafia headquarters. Did you catch all of that, Dazai?
We are continuing as planned.
What?
It's up to you now. You're the only person who can do it.
You predicted this would happen, didn't you?
I felt it was a distinct possibility. That was part of our reason for choosing you for this mission.
What do I need to do to stop this ship from crashing?
You'll have to use the control terminal, though you should expect it to be well guarded.
Are they not gonna die as well in this explosion?
If everyone else has evacuated, why are you still here?
Man, go down with the
Moby Dick
ship.
is to fall on foreign soil and cause destruction. I figure the least I can do is go down along with it.
What is it?
How are you doing, Dazai?
That agreement isn't going to hold.
Of course, Octagawa always does something.
Finally, I've tracked you down, Were-Tiger.
No way, he's here for him?
Octagawa!
Now's not the time. Oh my gosh. The only thing that reminds me of this is just I'm guessing your rivals when it comes to Pokemon. They always show up at the most inconvenient time and they're like, hey, let's battle. And it's like, no, I don't want to battle you. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to save the world. But here I thought Octagawa was in the Moby Dick to destroy the Moby Dick or take over or defeat the guild, whatever. But no, he's only here for Atsushi, which means that somehow Mori or Octagawa knew that Atsushi was going to be here, or they still thought he was captured. I don't know, but freak. But here's the thing, they're trying to explode the Moby Dick because it will create a big enough explosion to take out both the headquarters of the agency and the Port Mafia. Which, okay, yeah, that is a plan. They're still inside it. I get the whole permanent guy going down with the ship, but Fitzgerald, though, what the heck is he still doing here? I thought because he said the controls are now a third party thing, that Fitzgerald is controlling the Moby Dick from a offshore place. But it seems as though he's still on the Moby Dick. I could be wrong though. So now it just seems like there's going to be a big brawl between Atsushi, Octagawa and Fitzgerald. And it's like, how do you convince Octagawa to not fight you right now, and instead let's face Fitzgerald first and then begin battle? Because Octagawa, I feel like Octagawa doesn't really care about the place, the city, the whatever. All he cares about is what he wants to do right now, which is take out Atsushi. And shoot, if this is the case that Dazai disabled his airbag for the sole purpose of putting him in the hospital so that the agency can take care of him, so that he would have to owe them a favor, then that would also mean that Dazai orchestrated the whole T-bone of the car, which is crazy. But the thing is, I could see Dazai doing it. And funny enough, Ango isn't even surprised. He didn't have a shocked look at him. So he knew that Dazai was like, okay, this is the type of person he is. I do want to, I mean, they're probably never going to say it, but this whole thing they had prior to the show, this whole confrontation, you could say, what was it? Were they both just detectives trying to solve a case? And Poe thought one way, Rampo thought another way, and it turned out Rampo was the victor and everyone praised them. Like, if they were working on the same team, on the same side, I don't know what would have happened to cause Poe so much anger towards Rampo. And here's the thing about the book. Originally, I there was a thought of, okay, yeah, maybe he was the killer. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe not. And then I said, oh, the student seemed like the most likely killer out of the four. But then he started speaking about this, that's in space and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, how do you even figure this stuff out? And then when it comes to these four people, I was like, okay, out of these four, it seemed like the student was the most suspicious in a way. This guy was just over talkative. This guy seemed like the easy suspect, like the hardened criminal dude. She felt like she was wearing her emotions on her sleeve. She was being very emotional, so much so that it didn't seem fake. And this guy was just being quiet, saying like, oh, I was in the library looking for a book. Okay. Now, when this first happened, I thought, okay, maybe Rampo was the killer because everybody else is gone. He's the only one here. And then it morphed to, oh shoot, everyone's going to think he's a killer when they walk into the room and see that he's the only person in here with a dead body. And then I switched to not thinking of him as the murderer because this guy was pointing not at this guy, or he wasn't even looking at Rampo as, oh, you're the murderer, you're the one that killed me. But he was pointing at somewhere else. So he was not dictating that Rampo was the killer. So I no longer was dictating that Rampo was the killer. But then Rampo was the killer. And then there was like magnets involved and space, sci-fi. But anyways, that was my reaction to Bungo Stray Dogs, Season 2, Episode 10. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.